Hey guys! I'm not even gonna talk about the fact that I haven't made a video in 2 months on this channel. We're just gonna skirt right past it. I get something on my camera lens. I don't know what it is. Don't mind me. So anyway, I'm gonna get back into things with a book haul because I'm reading 1 or 2 of these right now because I'm doing that thing where you read more than 1 book at a time, which I can't stand. I don't know why I'm doing it. But anyway, so these are books I'll probably be talking about soonish, and I wanted to, yeah, I feel like this is a good video to get back in the swing of things. I'm also, after this, going to be recording a tag video, and then I'll get back into reviews, I think. So that's kind of what's going on. I apologize. Now I'm going to get on with things. The first book is one that I'm currently reading and adoring, and it is Out of the Easy by Ruta Sepetys, and I have not read Between Shades of Grey, which is her first book, which was apparently amazing, and I heard so much about it, but I saw this, and for some reason I love books set in New Orleans, like New Orleans, I don't know. I just love them. I've never been there, and especially like older New Orleans, like not current, but older. The set in 1950 or 1940s, I believe. 1950s. It starts in 1940s and then it takes place in 1950s. Anyway, 1950s New Orleans, about a girl whose mom is a prostitute and she has big dreams, like academic dreams, but then there's a murder of someone she met briefly, and yeah, she doesn't know who's responsible. That's kind of where I am in the story. So yeah, I really like it so far, and I think it's such a beautiful book, and the writing is wonderful, and after I read this, I'm gonna want to read Between Shades of Grey. The next I got at a secondhand bookstore called Third Place Books, which is one of my favorite bookstores ever. It's in Lake Forest Park in Washington. If you've ever been, write a comment because it's fantastic. Anyway, this is Bill Bryson's Down Under. I may be planning a massive trip to Australia and New Zealand. I'm in the process, very early stages of planning a trip there. So I'm getting some literature in on the area. If you guys know any other New Zealand or Australia books, let me know. I also already have Bill Bryson's In a Sunburned Country, which is also in Australia, I believe. But yeah, if you know more, let me know. I'm excited to read this. I haven't read any Bill Bryson, despite owning a lot of Bill Bryson, which I find is blasphemous, because I'm obsessed with travel writing, so I'm ecstatic about that one. I got it really cheap. Another travel writing one is one that I've wanted for ages, and it was in my Amazon cart forever, and I never got around to getting it. It is this. It's a paperback, but it's really freaking heavy. I don't know what it is. Like the stock or something of the paper. But it's The Lost Girls by Jennifer Baggett, Holly C. Corbett, and Amanda Pressner. And it's about these 3 friends who are all like approaching 30 or whatever, and so they decide to like let everything go and spend a year traveling on like 4 different continents. Yeah, go through all these different things together, best friends, and I'm excited about it. I really like women traveling books. So that should be good. The next is something I've wanted for a really long time because I think it'll be such a nice, fun, light read, and that is Meant to Be by Lauren Morrill, and it takes place, first of all, I've wanted it forever in this edition of hardback or whatever, because it's so beautiful. I just think it's such a nice, colorful book, and it's about, I forgot even what it's about, like a girl who, they go on a trip to London or something, and there's a boy. I don't know exactly, but I'm excited nonetheless, and it's a pretty short read, so there's that. I also picked up Eleanor and Park by, I forgot who writes it, but it's the one everyone's talking about, but my mom is reading it right now, so I don't have it, but I love the US hardback edition. I think it's gorgeous. The next book was another one at Third Place Books, and it is Northwest Coast Indian Art, an analysis of form by Bill Holm, which is kind of random, I guess, but it has all of this Indian art and it dissects it and tells you what each thing means. The next is another travel book, and it is the National Geographic Traveller of New Zealand. Not much to say here. I'm not a huge fan of these books, but I really trust National Geographic Traveller because I've read that magazine for years, back when I lived here full time. And yeah, I'm just gonna go through this, and I want to get the Australia one too. But it's really expensive. It's like 28 bucks, so I think I'm gonna try and find it. I tried finding it secondhand. Might have to order it on Amazon. But yes, I'm gonna go through here and tab a lot of things, get prepared. Next book is The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd, and this is about Dr. Moreau's daughter, I believe. Yeah, Juliet Monroe. I don't know the exact story, but I read Island of Dr. Moreau in like 7th grade and it kind of haunted me, and so I heard this is about that and I wanted to read it. So, also it's really cool cover as well. Next is something I've wanted to read forever and I have no idea when I'm gonna get around to it because it's massive, and it is The Diviners by Libba Bray. I think every cover of this book is stunning. Like every edition I've seen, the UK hardback and paperback are both beautiful. This one's gorgeous. It has like on the actual cover, oh my gosh, just like A+ design work for this book. I'm sure you guys, if you follow other people in the booktube community, have heard a lot about this. But I love Libba Bray's writing. This takes place in like 1920s New York, so that's all I really need to know. Yep. And the final book doesn't have its dust jacket on because the dust jacket is ugly. Here's a picture of it. I think it's ugly. And this is Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg. My flatmate Roseanna made a whole video about this and has talked about it nonstop. And it's about like women in the working world and developing a name for yourself and woman power, you know? So I'm excited about reading that. I've read it a little bit, like very little, so I'll be reading that. But it does have a really terrible cover. Like no one's gonna buy that book. Not that Sheryl Sandberg isn't a beautiful woman. It looks like a self-help book. Anyway, that is all for me in this book haul. I'm really excited about these books, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. And I'm actually going to film right now the Rainbow Spines book tag, so see you guys there. Bye!